Welcome back to Chalk Talk. England Lionesses beat Denmark 1-0 in their latest FIFA World Cup group game. That's their second game, enabling them to go ahead and top the group for the time being. Key statistics from the game: the Lionesses dominated in possession, 71% to Denmark's 29%. Denmark were very content to sit back and try and counter-attack England. England also dominating in terms of the total shots, 13 to Denmark's 6, and total shots on target as well was more. These statistics obviously really amplify the fact that England did really dominate the game. Okay, looking at the two lineups then, we've got both sets of lineups here, and we'll quickly look at Denmark's starting lineup just to begin with. Obviously, they're lining up here with a 4-2-3-1 shape. They were quite content to sit back for large periods of the game, often looking something like this, out of possession, sat deep in their own half, quite often on the edge of their own box in a sort of 4-4-1-1 shape, trying to be very hard to break down. It was obviously their tactic to try and sit back, contain England, and play on the counter-attack. Obviously, their captain, Harder, up front, who was a very good player with lots of ability and pace. However, England were very good at nullifying this threat. Looking at the England starting lineup then, base shape looks something a little bit like this in their 4-3-3 formation. Notably, that one of the key standouts was that Rachel Daly started in the left-back position. Now, she's actually the top goal scorer in the Women's Super League this year with 22 goals for Aston Villa. However, she can also play as a left-back, so a little bit unorthodox, but she did give a great outlet down that left-hand side, as we'll see. So, speaking of that, one of England's key rotations throughout the game was to push Daly on and for Lauren James to invert inside. And in possession shape looked a little bit like this for England. Obviously, the bronze would then tuck in as well, forming a little bit of a back three in possession. Daly high and wide, James tucking into that half space to cause problems. The goal came early on for England on the 6th minute. Lauren James was able to receive the ball in that little half space area, cut inside, and bend a wonderful shot into the corner, which the goalie could not reach. Fantastic move from England, and really solidified their early spells of dominance in the game. Unfortunately, on the 38th minute, Kira Walsh did pick up an injury. It looks like she twisted her knees, caught her studs in the ground, and hopefully it's not too serious. But that did lead to Laura Coombs coming on and then playing in that holding role, which she did well then for the majority of the game. England very dominant throughout this game and really took it to Denmark. Much a stronger team throughout. And deserve their 1-0 victory. Probably a little bit unfortunate maybe not to score one or two more goals. The two key players really in this game for me were down the left-hand side, Rachel Daly, obviously offering that great outlet down there with her left foot. And then obviously James cutting inside, who is actually, she is the sister of Reece James, footballer. So she's obviously creating a bit of notoriety off her own back now. And those were really the two key standout players for me. And actually, they didn't start in the first game for England. However, it looks like they could really nail down a place in the team now for the games to come. Obviously, they have China next. It might be an opportunity for Serena Wiegmann to rotate and play some different players. But England obviously looking very strong indeed. Thanks very much for listening. We'll be back next time and looking to hopefully cover as many of these women's games in the World Cup as I can for England.